Off-season's important. Doug always stresses to keep the fitness level up. So a lot of the guys stuck around at night, would run, do their fitness, and then stick around and play after. So off-season, all the guys just worked at it, kept on playing, and came back fit.
We trained January all the way up to the end of May. And the guys put a good foot forward, really showing a commitment to bettering themselves physically, in both fitness and, in the weight room. 9 new guys, that's about 30% of our roster. So it's a good chunk of guys, but we're good at assimilating people to the group.
We use the preseason time. We all live in the same dorm room for a month, 6 weeks. We get to know each other on and off the field. That's a big time for our team.
Our team is top-heavy. We have 9 guys that are in our senior class. We have 9 guys in our junior class right behind them. That means we have 18 guys that have 2+ years of college experience. And I see leadership throughout that group of guys. Nathan Page, who's often looked at within our team as our best player, our most consistent player. Tall, there is an air that comes off of him of leadership. Kenny Tribbett, he absolutely loves soccer. He eats, sleeps, breathes it. It's all he thinks about. It's exciting to see that group and the way that group's grown. Not just, physically and soccer-wise, but mature.
Now as a senior, I really feel like it's my duty and obligation for me to talk and lead the team along with Paige and Tall.
I've been here for 5 years, so really been able to sort of work on that chemistry with my teammates, and that's a big part of it too.
When you continually return the same crop of guys, it breeds familiarity. I think the familiarity builds the relationship, and in building the relationship, you really start to understand one another. The beauty of it is they come together to play as one. And so now you have guys with different skill sets that hopefully overlap one another. Where they're weak, someone else is strong. Where one is strong, they cover someone else's weakness. And I think with that, you really understand how you have to play.
We go out, we compete for each other, and we just have fun out there.
What does it mean to be part of the first Drexel team in 40 years to make the NCAA tournament?
I don't know where to start with that question.
Looking back on last season, it really has been a process for 3 years for me and 40 years for the school. It's obviously the best year for Drexel in a long time. Everything kind of clicked.
We didn't really grasp how big it was until we achieved it.
40 years is a long time, It was tremendous to celebrate that, I think, with that group. But it's not anything to rest on at this point, because we don't want it to be another 40-year absence. I think we believe, like with the quality of institution we have, the quality of players we have within our program, the quality of our staff, etc. We believe that, hey, that's not a one in 40 years thing. We want to keep building that. We don't want to rest on it. We want to celebrate it, but we're not going to rest on that.
Goals for this year, obviously to do better than last year. Last year was historic, but this year we want to make it further. Once again, we'd like to win the CAA outright. We'd like to host here, but this time go one step further and win the tournament. We all want that ring, so that's what we're pushing for.
We fully expect to reach the NCAA tournament. I think we'd like to right a wrong from last year and would like to win the conference tournament too. We lost in the semi-finals to Hofstra last year on penalties, which was tough. I think we are potentially stronger than we were last year. So we're looking for a run as deep as we can in the NCAA tournament.
Now we're into a new season where we don't get to play with, from behind. It's easy to play with no pressure. It's easy to play when it's just hope. Now there's expectation, and there's a whole world of different, things to deal with when you're starting to play with expectation of we're good, we know we're good, our opponent knows we're good, we still have to win.
Within our team, I don't think we've changed our mentality too much, but the mentality towards our team has perhaps changed.
Every game's going to be a test. Every game's going to be a challenge.
We've got a big target on our back now.
It's just one of those things we're going to have to be up for every single game, and we're going to have to do our best to stay focused on the next game in front of us.
What makes our team special? The team camaraderie. Like, we stick together, we're one unit, everybody gets along. It's like one big family.
Considering we've got people from, all over the world, we've got people from Europe, Australia now, all over North America, the Middle East. It's an interesting group of people with different experiences.
I think one of the great things about our team is, within the realm of it, we're a pretty in-control group of guys. Don't get overly rattled, overly excited. The more that we can stay level, the better.
I also think we've got more of a winning mentality than we had before. So now, even when we're losing one or two goals, we expect to win. We expect to come back, and we expect to compete with every team in the country.
You got a very good team returning, Drexel. A very good team returning. We need your support. We need you out there, causing a bit of ruckus and so forth. And watch the team feed off of that. I think it'll be exciting.